You got any fish? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hood! Afternoon, my fellow Madden, especially my RDL2 members. What's going on with y'all today? Man, we are at week 17 on our way to a playoff run, another playoff run in RDL2, the best league around, hands down. Don't ask nobody, find out yourself. Today we're going to talk about awards a little bit, but we're going to talk about top rookies now and later. And what I mean by now and later, the things they did right now and what they're going to do later to come. We had some great rookies this year that had great, outstanding seasons as always. RDL is about the rookies, is about real college players that we bring onto the game through our draft system, and we continue to do this year in and year out until Madden 19 come out. So let's talk about these rookies right now. We're gonna go with the awards right now. AFC, the AFC Offensive Rookie of the Years right now. Let's go with N'Keal Harry, wide receiver from Arizona State. He is number 1 on this list. Running back DeAndre Swift from Georgia. He is number 2 on this list. Stephen Carr, the number 2 pick in this draft, last year's draft. Number 2, yep, the number 2 pick in the draft. Stephen Carr is number 3, and he's here after being hurt for several weeks this year, but he's on there. Greg Dortch, the smallest receiver that came out of this draft class, but he's flying. Speed kills. He's number 4. N'Kosi Perry, the number 1 pick quarterback for the Browns from Miami, is number 5. Hunter Johnson, after not playing the first 6-7 games, comes in and he made this list as the starting quarterback. He's playing so good. When Will Grier went down, the rookie from last year, Florida quarterback, transferred to West Virginia, he went down this year, and Hunter came in, and it looked like he don't want to get a job back right now. So I think Jacksonville got some decisions to make right now. DK Metcalf, Ole Miss receiver, over there in the pass-happy Chiefs organization, is doing big things. Tyrell Shavers, nice receiver, 6'6", big, tall guy, putting work in. Henry Ruggs, the third from Alabama. Shavers also from Alabama. And T. Higgins is, I think, from Georgia. They all making plays right now. So as you can see, we got a bunch of receivers sitting on here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 receivers, 2 running backs, and 2 quarterbacks on this list. All right, and the NFC, let's go look at the NFC. We got Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy had a special year this year. He's doing it from the ground and the air, which is crazy. He's catching the ball and running the ball. Ty Chandler got the starting job over there in Minnesota, and he's putting up numbers right now. Even though their record's 2-14, he played hell of a football. Another Ohio State running back. We had one that came out each draft class. J.K. Dobbins is putting work in for the Eagles. Cam Akers, my favorite player in this whole draft, last year's draft, running back from Florida State, actually took the starting job from Keith Marshall this year, halfway during the season. Lowell Narcissus, LSU's quarterback, came in, started this year, and he's been playing excellent. Got his team into the playoffs after they missed the playoffs last year. George Campbell, another Florida State guy, and Mr. Tua Tag. You know, I'm talking about that Alabama guy who was famous for winning the championship in the last minutes of the game on a bomb. Is playing highlight football over there for the Bucks right now. Kyle Pitts, tight end. We got a tight end sighting right now. Kyle Pitts over there for the Cardinals, putting in work. Jonathan Taylor, the runner-up of the Heisman Award this year in real life, from Wisconsin's running back, is putting work in right now and shared duty right now with Scarlett Jordan. And Tate Martell, the little quarterback, Ohio State man, is putting in work right now, 7-8. All these guys came in this year and was impact players right away. Some of them changed people teams around right now and got them guys on track right now. So that's that. So let's start with the ones that started this year. So we're gonna go with the quarterbacks first. All right. And first on my list is, and this short list of stud players in RDL. Let's get it. Here we go. Starting quarterbacks. First on this list will be Realness. Now this list is not my order of who's the best. I'm just going with the quarterbacks that started this year, okay? And which is crazy is because in a league where everybody damn near has starting quarterbacks, we had 8 quarterbacks that came out in last year's draft that all are starters in the NFL right now. So 8 quarterbacks are now running the show over there in their town right now. So you got Lowell Narcissus from the Seahawks, Dwayne Haskins, Titans, N'Kosi Perry, Browns, Tua Tag, Bucks, Trace McSorley, Cards, Josh Jackson, Patriots, Tate Martell, Rams, and Davis Mills, Ravens. All are now starting quarterbacks right now. Let's check out some of these numbers. All right, Lowell Narcissus, 2,078 yards, 11 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 65 completion ratio. This guy plug and play came over there. They got rid of whatever their quarterback was over there. Russell Wilson is out of there now, and they replaced him with this guy, 6'2", 235. He could do it on the ground and the air. I mean, he definitely can run the ball too. So 46 carries for 431, and that offensive system is a run-heavy offense, and they want to run from everywhere, from with the quarterback, running backs, wide receivers run the ball. They run the ball. They have a running system over there, and this guy plugged right in and played well for him and got him into a playoff with a 10-6 record right now. 13 touchdowns versus the 14 interceptions. I'm not really mad. I mean, 11 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, but he had a 65% completion ratio, which is huge for a quarterback. 88.2 quarterback rating. I think this guy's playing well. The sad thing is he got hurt in week 17, and he's out for 6 weeks with a foot fracture against the 49ers. So he'll miss the playoffs, which sucks, because that's going to be hard for the Seahawks to come into this playoff and play with Geno Smith as his starting quarterback right now. My next quarterback that I'm going to talk about, who I thought was lights out this year, but he had too many turnovers. The Tennessee Titans, man, their record won't explain how they turned things around, but he had a hell of a draft class. He made some moves. He did some Jerry Jones and type of shit when the Cowboys traded and got all them damn draft picks when they started winning Super Bowls in the 90s. He did something like that. I was actually a part of his trades. So the Titans GM had the number 3 pick in his draft class. Gave it up for the number 11 pick. So he moved from 3 to 11, and he gained 4 extra picks in this draft, which loaded their team up. And in the process, he was able to get Dwayne Haskins in the fourth round, which was a steal, because you're getting a quarterback that got 97 throw power, 90 deep accuracy, 90 medium, short accuracy 92, 80 speed. So he can move around in the pocket, 6'4", 204 pounds. This guy is an animal. And to get him in the 4th round was a steal. A lot of people passed this quarterback by them. I don't understand why. Actually got him in the 3rd round. Still was a steal. And that's their future. They traded Mariota to the Titans. To the Colts within the division. But this guy is now the starter. This is his job to lose. I don't see nobody else coming in and taking his job. And with that young receiving core and that stout defense they got over there, the Titans should make some noise soon. I think they're going to turn it around and fight for that division now. But Haskins is playing lights out. 3,198 yards. But like all rookies do, come in and throw. I think he's going to have to get that completion ratio up to 51. That shit's at 51 right now. He threw 14 touchdowns, 32 interceptions. As you know, as a rookie quarterback, you got to get those turnovers down. So I'm looking forward to see if he's going to improve on that next season. All right, my next quarterback that started will go to the Browns. This is the number 1 draft pick right here. Now, it was so much controversy around this quarterback going number one, okay? First of all, he wasn't the best quarterback in this draft class. What he was the fastest quarterback in this draft class. So we all know the Browns offense, their system. Most people gotta get. If you don't get what fits your system, you are in trouble. So this guy did exactly that, and in the process of doing that, he had to develop this guy into a pocket passer, which he didn't do. And we argued all year long about that on our sports shows about how N'Kosi Perry is being forced into making plays that he can't make right now. Well, in the process, I said that this guy would lose 6 games this year because of that. And he did lose 6 games this year, and he's fighting for his life right now for the playoffs. He need a few things to happen to make the playoffs, but N'Kosi Perry actually ended up having a great year. Real good year, you know. So he had 20 touchdowns, 21 touchdowns versus 20 interceptions. We'll take that right now. 50% completion ratio. You got to bring that up. But on the ground, he killed them. 67 carries, 565 yards. He was averaging 8 yards a carry, damn near 9, and 6 rushing touchdowns. So N'Kosi Perry is playing. I don't know, for him to be the number 1 pick in the draft, I think he's doing what he's supposed to do right now, and has the biggest upside out of all those quarterbacks. Look out, because he's in the right system right now, and without getting injured, this guy's gonna be a fucking problem. All right, he got to hold on to that ball. He turns it over too much. You got 20 interceptions and 9 fumbles. That's the one pet peeve I got with him. Other than that, man, this guy's playing lights out football. All right, so our next starting quarterback is over there in Tampa Bay. Tua Tag, all right? This is the man right here. I like him. 2,500 yards, 14 touchdowns. Again, you're going to see this trend with these rookie quarterbacks. They all going to be around 50% completion ratio, and most of them going to throw the ball to the other team more than they do their own team. So right now, 14 touchdowns, 27 interceptions. Again, you'll give him a pass right now because he's a rookie, and you put him in. You just throw him into the fire and let him play. But he still lights out. This guy is definitely their franchise quarterback, and I think with that offensive line they got over there and a good strong run game, he's going to be serious. I think the one thing the Bucs' problem is they haven't found their identity on offense yet. They don't know what they really want to do because they got weapons all over the place. Just how you get these guys the ball. Once the coach over there figures it out, once Coach Gruden over there figures it out, then I think he's going to be a force to reckon with, and he has the guy to do it right now with Tua Tag. All right, my next quarterback that starts right now is Trace McSorley. All right, again, 58% completion ratio, but he threw 29 interceptions this year versus 12 touchdowns. They had a great quarterback. They drafted a great quarterback in the first draft with Josh Allen, who's probably the best quarterback by numbers on the game by far. They got rid of him. They didn't like the fact that the guy had 98 throwing power. It said he was forcing the ball because of that arm strength. So he got rid of him and went and got a guy that got some wheels a little bit. He drafted 2 quarterbacks this draft. I think the best quarterback is sitting on the bench right now. The way our league is going with a bunch of RPO playing football players and a bunch of play action. Rollout, we're going to call that the rollout and playmaker. So we got a rollout and playmaker league right now where you got almost half the league doing it. So this guy fits that with 88 speed, all right, 92 throw power, but he's solid. He was the oldest, like far as started the more games. He had more games played in college than most of the quarterbacks that's coming out right now. So he's seasoned. He's a veteran, although he's only 20 years old. But I think he changed the entire offense for the Cardinals. And like I said, he had Josh Allen. He did not like the way Josh Allen was throwing a lot of interceptions. But you come into a new season with a rookie and you're still throwing a lot of interceptions. So hopefully he changes that right now. His record is better. This guy's winning games more than, you know what I mean? So more than the last quarterback has. So we'll see with Trace McSorley. Who else is out here starting? We got another starting quarterback. Where you at? The Patriots. Josh Jackson. All right, again, 38 interceptions. That's way too many damn interceptions right now. 55% completion ratio. As you can see, most of these rookie quarterbacks are throwing the ball to the other team, but he still threw for 3,075 yards. All right, I like that. They ain't bad. This is the franchise now. They can build around him, and let's see what happens over there in Raider Nation. The Rams. Tate Martell, this guy, smallest quarterback to come out. He's more of a runner than anything. rollout playmaker. You know I'm talking about, that rollout and playmaker offense. He only threw for 1837, 10 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, 55% completion ratio. As you can see, all the rookie quarterbacks are sitting in that same type of area with the completion ratio. Davis Mills came in and took the job from Shamanik, 2,135 yards. The Ravens had a down year this year. Part of that is due to the massive dick riding the Ravens did all year. He don't have his own identity whatsoever. This guy out here running everybody's shit but his own, and he hasn't figured it out yet. And he has a big game coming up tonight, week 17. Hopefully he can win that game, see what happens. And he still have a shot to the playoffs, but he need a lot of things to go wrong. Davis Mills, 54% completion ratio, 25 interceptions, 14 touchdowns. There's not too many quarterbacks that's not throwing all these type of interceptions right now. So you go, Redskins don't have a starting quarterback that's a rookie. Let's go. We keep going. I told you about Seahawks. We already talked about him. We missed the Jaguars. Let's go back to the Jaguars. Jaguars got a starting quarterback sitting up there. And this is the news of the day right now. All right. Before Will Grier got hurt, he had 1,555 yards, 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Well, this guy came in at the halfway mark of the season, 29-02. He got 70% completion ratio. It's hard to take this guy off the field now. Even though Will Greer's not injured anymore, there's no way you can, the way things is going over there in Jacksonville, that you can sit Hunter Johnson down. So we're going to be on the lookout for that right now. 27 touchdowns, 20 interceptions, 70% completion ratio. By far might have been the best pick in that draft. Or he's just in the right system right now. I know I'm missing a starting quarterback somewhere, or another rookie, because we had 8 of them. So where they at? Where you at, little niggas? Where are ya? We said Joe Jackson. We already talked about him. We talked about Tate. We talked about Mills. Saints, Seahawks. We talked about the Seahawks. Texans, Titans. All right, there you go. They were the quarterbacks right now. If you go to the run game and look at these running backs right now, Ty Chandler, 280 touches for 990, averaging 3.5 yards a carry. But the Vikings are having a down year. They fired their coach three games ago. So they were looking to do some new things with a new regime change. 7 touchdowns, but Ty Chandler probably is the one-court running back that started from day one. We also going to talk about the coach running back, Stephen Carr, who was having a great year and got hurt. The number 2 pick in the draft. 260 carries, 1291, 15 touchdowns, and he did that missing like 6 or 7 games. This guy's going to be special. He was picked at the number 2 spot in this draft that just passed, and I think he's everything as advertised. The only thing I don't like about this this running back, is that he's running around here with a fucking donut on his neck. Again, how did you spin this guy around when you dress him? And then look at him. This guy butt as shit. All right, first of all, your colors is blue and white, so I don't know why you're wearing a black long sleeve shirt, first of all. Then you got that dirty ass donut on his neck. And then you got one spat on his foot right now. Like, you gonna spat the nigga up, spat both his spikes. You got one spat. Yeah, this guy, man, I'm out of here. You fucking him up. You got him looking like a triad. Eagles, J.K. Dobbins. I see 225 carries for 813, 14 touchdowns. He's very productive. He's definitely the starting running back over there. It used to be Ryan Green, 80 carries, 5 touchdowns this year. So J.K. Dobbins is showing that these Ohio State running backs are everything as advertised coming out in our drafts. Mike Weber did it last year. The Falcons, Jordan Scarlett is now splitting time with Jonathan Taylor, giving him that little thunder and lightning backfield too. They both carried the ball the same amount of times. All right, Jonathan Taylor is at 415 yards, 5 touchdowns. That 2.9 got to come up though. Big back. This guy can really do some damage. He's one of the running backs that's sitting on somebody's bench that I think can go damn near anywhere in the league and be a starter. So let's just see what happens over here. I like that. Gunners, Jaguars don't got a rookie running back to talk about. Who we looking for? Raiders, Rams. Rams got one, but he not playing. Ravens, Najee Harris only got 40 carries this year. He was like the number 2 running back on the list, 3 or something like that. But 4 touchdowns. They not giving him the ball at all. You know he not going to stick around. But here you go, Cam Akers. Keith Marshall and Keith Marshall started the year. Cam took over, 214 carries, 1,114 yards rushing, 7 touchdowns. But he is now the starting running back in Washington, D.C. So Keith Marshall is now the backup over there. They both productive. They both got 4 fumbles, both got 7 touchdowns, and they so close in yardage right now and carries. Cam Akers. Anybody else I ain't talking about right now? Let's talk about. That's about it. That about it. Let's talk about these rookies. When I come back, we'll talk about the wide receivers and some of these defensive players. But right now, this Anthits franchise guru, holla at me.